with FDR in his wheelchair. This was put up later. This came up in the mid-90s whole thing, the whole memorial, but then later this statue was put in. Big helicopter. City. But, and by the way, Mr. Hansen is online, so if you have any questions about FDR, the memorial, or anything like that, go ahead and ask. The next period that I do this with will actually be at the World War. This quote up here, basically just that first one, I pledge to you, I pledge myself a new deal for the American people. So as you go around the memorial, what you see is just different quotes and some different things that he did during the New Deal. Off on something. We're at the World War II Memorial. We did the FDR Memorial this morning, at least for a little while. You can see, hopefully there, the Washington Monument, which is on one end of the memorial, and that was by design. And if I turn here, you should see the Lincoln Memorial on the other end. We're here at this is right in the middle of the National Mall. So when you see the big protests and you see all the people sitting in the mall, we're basically right in the middle of that. And that's where they built the monument. What we're going to do is we're just going to kind of take you around. Mr. Hansen is on today's meet, so you can ask questions, especially if you have questions about anything with DC, the World War II Memorial, since we're here right now, or FDR, or anything like that. You can be typing in questions. He'll let me know, or he'll type back answers as we go here. But this is the beginning of it, or the opening. There is a, yeah, I don't know if you can see it. This is what's outside here, which is basically just explains the reason why it's between the two documents, or between the two monuments, the Washington and the Lincoln. We mark the price of freedom. But again, every one of those stars, and there's a little sign over here that explains it, represents 100 people that died in the war. Yes. One question was, that was 2 wars in one. Yeah, we were fighting simultaneously in Europe against the Axis powers, Germany and Italy. So we had that war going on, mostly on the ground. We were also fighting the Japanese in the Pacific. There was a question earlier, I think it was this morning, about the Atlantic Charter, and that's where we decided as a country that we were going to fight for most of our effort in Europe first, try to take care of Hitler, and then go back and finish with Japan later. And there were 2 ending dates. The war in Europe ended in May of 1945, and the war with Japan did not end until we dropped the atomic bombs in August of 1945. So in essence, it was 2 wars in one. This is the quote. I don't know if you can see it there. It basically summarizes this monument, which just says, "Our debt to the heroic men and valiant women in the service of our country can never be repaid. They have earned our undying gratitude. America will never forget their sacrifices." And that was a quote from President Truman. There are various quotes around here, obviously all pertaining to World War II. And again, the significance of putting it between what you see there, which is the Washington Monument, and then on the opposite side, which you cannot see because of construction, is the Lincoln Monument. The whole mall right now, where you usually see that long pool and everybody around that, is under construction. They've taken out the water and they're redoing it right now, so you can't really see it. But they put it between what they said is the great president that represented our freedom of the 18th century, and then also of the 19th century with Lincoln. And then this honors the men and women of the 20th century that also preserved that freedom. So